Hello dear students, welcome back once again to Kamala Online Learning. We are back again with another informative video lesson from your schedule. Please be completely attentive during the teaching. Keep your textbook and also a rough book with you. Note down important points and difficult or new words as we go. This video lesson will begin with an overview which will give you an idea about the contents of the lesson. It will be followed by learning objectives. Please note down the learning objectives in your notes and try to answer them at the end of the session. If you have any doubts, rewatch the video and refer to your textbook and study material. In case you need further clarification, please mail your doubts to kamalaonlinelearning@gmail.com. This video is recorded with simple, easy to understand language and eye-catching graphics. We hope it helps you to understand the concepts better. So, let's get started.
To the reading section, not just a teacher, but a friend of the unit School Life.
Overview. Let us have a look at the overview. The overview slide consists of 3 sections, namely Introduction, Instruction and Evaluation. The introduction section is meant to motivate the student to learn the lesson. The instruction section divides the contents of the lesson into 4 subsections. They are content, communication, constructive components, and enrichment activities. The lesson is covered under content. All the activities pertaining to the 4 skills of language and their assessment are covered under the sections communication and the constructive components. The enrichment activities are meant to widen the scope of the student's thinking and learning, thereby making him or her a global citizen. Learning objectives. By the end of this section, you will be able to
describe the importance and caring nature of the teacher. Explain the strength in maintaining a healthy relationship with a teacher. Appreciate the beauty of the poem. Before starting the lesson, let us observe the given conversation between 2 friends.
Hello, Sunil.
Hi, Kiran. Why are you waiting in the auto stand? Didn't you go by school bus today?
No, I missed it. I'm afraid that I'm going to be late today.
Why are you afraid, Kiran? Afraid of Murli sir?
No, I'm afraid of missing his class.
In fact, I don't like his class. I don't like him even.
But I like him a lot. He's very supportive and encouraging. By the way, who is your favorite teacher?
I don't like any teacher. They beat the students every time, especially me. I hate them.
No, Sunil, I don't think it is wise to say so.
Why? Do you know how it pains when they beat? Don't you feel bad when your teacher scolds or beats you?
Of course, I too don't like being punished. But they punish us for our own good. Have you noticed one important thing?
What is that?
Every word we speak, write, or understand is just because of the teachers. It is the teachers who teach us good habits, improve our knowledge and skills. It is the teachers who mold our attitude and thereby our life and career. So, I always respect my teachers, follow their suggestions, and maintain a healthy relationship with them.
You are right. All these days, I was thinking on my own perspective. Now I understood how good our teachers are.
Teachers are the only ones who make other professions possible. Let us do an activity. Read the question and click the option based on your real-life experience. This activity is not to judge, but to make you aware of the importance of the teacher. Let us now listen to a poem by a student about his dear teacher. I had nowhere to turn, had nowhere to go. This is just something I think you need to know. I don't know what made me trust you. I still remember the day when I told you what I have been through. I thought I should run away, go hide in a hole, but then you really brought out my true soul. As each day grew longer, our trust became stronger. Each time I wanted to cry, you stayed there right by my side. Then I moved to the next grade. Boy, was I afraid that our trust would slowly fade. But I was wrong. We are still strong. Even though sometimes you don't have time, you at least ask me if I'm fine. Even though sometimes I am not, I feel like I've just been shot. I smile and say, yes, I'm all right. Then I walk away and you're out of sight. I will just have to wait. I still have my fate. I'm so glad that you were there when I was sad. And this is what makes you not just my ninth grade teacher, my friend. I had nowhere to turn, had nowhere to go. This is just something I think you need to know. I don't know what made me trust you. I still remember the day when I told you what I have been through. I thought I should run away, go hide in a hole, but then you really brought out my true soul. Stanza 1 describes the feelings of the boy when he joined the school first. He was in a state of confusion and was totally lost without knowing where to go. He really doesn't know what made him to trust his teacher, but still remembers the day when he shared his problems. Sometimes he felt like running away from the school and hide from others. But fortunately, his teacher filled him with courage and made him to attend the class again. As each day grew longer, our trust became stronger. Each time I wanted to cry, you stayed there right by my side. In this stanza, the student says how his relation with his teacher grew stronger day by day. The student humbly says that his teacher stood by him during his difficult times and whenever he wanted to cry out of troubles. This shows that the teacher was very caring and affectionate towards the student. Then I moved to the next grade. Boy, was I afraid that our trust would slowly fade. But I was wrong. We were still strong. When the student was promoted to the next class, he feared that his bond with the teacher would slowly decrease. To his surprise, their relation grew still stronger. Even though sometimes you don't have time, you at least ask me if I'm fine. Even though sometimes I am not, I feel like I've just been shot. I smile and say, yes, I'm all right. Then I walk away and you're out of sight. I will just have to wait. I still have my fate. In this stanza, the student says that even though the teacher got no time to spend with him, he never forgets to ask about the student's well-being. Even though the student is not fine and wanted to share his sadness with the teacher, he would simply smile and give an impression that everything is fine. Then the teacher would walk away happily with the thought that the student is really fine. The student waits for another moment in his life till he meets his dear teacher again. I'm so glad that you were there when I was sad. And this is what makes you not just my ninth grade teacher, my friend. Finally, the student feels very happy and likes to show his gratitude to his teacher for all his support and help during the times of need. Because of this, more than a teacher, the boy considers him a good friend. Trust, hide, fade, fate, by or at someone's side, out of sight.
Recap the highlights of this section.
The poet brings out the healthy relationship between a student and his teacher in his poem, not just a teacher, but a friend. In the poem, the student was initially in a state of confusion and was totally lost without knowing where to go and what to do. The student remembered the day the teacher filled him with courage when he decided to run away and hide from others. As days passed by, their relationship and trust on each other grew much stronger. The teacher took good care of the student. He stood by the student whenever he wanted to cry out of troubles. Even when the student was promoted to the next class, the teacher did not stop asking him about his well-being. Finally, the student realizes that his ninth grade teacher is not just a teacher to him, but a dear friend who stood by him in both happy and sad situations. True education must correspond to the surrounding circumstances or it is not a healthy growth. By Mahatma Gandhi. All the powers in the universe are already ours. It is we who have put our hands before our eyes and cry that it is dark. By Swami Vivekananda. You can't cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. By Rabindranath Tagore. If you were a teacher, how would you encourage your students? Write a paragraph describing your favorite teacher.
Enrichment activities.
As a part of enrichment activities,
Situational conversation. The section Situational Conversation is meant to improve the communication skills of the students.
in this section, we will observe a conversation between two friends about the symptoms and precautions of swine flu.
Hi Akhil, why are you so dull today?
Hi Siddharth, I'm not feeling well today. I caught my death.
Oh, is it? Have you consulted a doctor?
No Siddharth, I just got cold due to sudden change in the climate.
No Akhil, we cannot take the risk.
Risk?
Yes. Are you suffering from cough and headache too?
Yes Siddharth.
Then you must see a doctor for sure, Akhil. It might be swine flu.
Swine flu? What is it?
It is the virus spreading fast these days. People are really getting affected seriously. These are all the symptoms for it.
Oh God. Then what precautions must I take to keep myself away from this?
Ensure that you and your surroundings are hygienic.
Is that sufficient Siddharth?
No, Akhil, there are a few more. Contain your cough, wash hands frequently, eat locally grown fruits and vegetables, avoid handshakes and moving in crowds, take vaccinations, and see a doctor.
Thank you Siddharth. I'll see a doctor right now.
Check your understanding of the lesson by taking
You have successfully completed the section Not Just a Teacher, but a Friend.